What's poppin', man? It's your boy Peanut Why Not, reporting live from the Thewhynotshow. And today, I got a heavy hitter, man. I got a heavy hitter. Make it bang, 305. What's poppin'?
What's good, my boy?
That part, yeah, you know you gotta go like that. That part.
Yeah, Corona right now, man.
That part, hey, man, make it bang, 305, man. Hits, man, hits. Rondo, no feelings. There you go. Creation behind that, the flyway. So, what got you into music, Make It?
Man, it's crazy. My story kind of like weird because, you know, most people that's in the music, they like, oh, I've been playing the piano since I was a kid, or I was in the band and all that.
Right.
And I wasn't. The closest I got to music as a kid, like I was in the church choir. You go to church, you know what I'm saying? When
right.
you grow up I grew up with my grandma. We went to church every Sunday. So
same here. I love you, grandma.
She's young, you know, Miss Judy, she kept me right. You feel me? But like she sent us to church, man, and the most musical background I had was like just being in the church choir.
And how long were you doing that?
Man, from elementary all the way through high school, man, I was in church, man, you know, but it wasn't like music was something I always wanted to do. I played sports. I played football. We in Miami, you know, this is football time.
What?
You feel me? So I always thought I was going to be playing football, so I ain't never think anything remotely close to music.
Right. So at what age did you say, you know what, I'm going to take this music serious. This is what I'm going to do?
It wasn't until like I graduated and I went to college. So it's kind of weird. Like I ain't leave for school for college. I ain't go play sports. So I ended up going to Miami-Dade.
You had a scholarship or anything for the sports?
I had offers for like Division II and Division III.
What?
Run track but
man, D2.
No, but see what happens is like
yes,
when you hear and you really think, like I was young, so you would think you the shit. Right. I played like literally like 1 year of high school. And I got offers, like, which was weird, but, like, I was like, man, I should be somewhere else. I'm supposed to be in a bigger school.
Right.
So, like, I was like, man, I'm going to go to Dade. I'm going to just walk on somewhere, like, go to Dade, get an AA. I was a good
God was blessing
too,
you.
so.
God was blessing you before he even told you that, okay, I'm going to put this music in your life and you're going to eat off this. Before God even showed you that, man, Ty, he showed you with the sports.
Yeah, know? Man, but you know what? Sports gave me, like, the discipline I got for a lot of stuff. You feel me? Like, and then, like, the kind of drive I got, like, the team mentality stuff, too.
Okay.
Because, like, with football, the difference with football and basketball that I love is, like, if the team ain't doing good, you could be the rawest person on the field, but if your line don't block and you a running back, you ain't gonna do nothing. You feel me? So like it kind of like that stuck with me. It still stick with me. You feel me? So like
because it kind of makes you feel like the LeBron of the situation. No matter what, LeBron is good, but he don't win no games.
He can't win it by
it's
himself,
a team
man.
effort.
I don't care what nobody say. Jordan had Pippen. You feel
Yeah.
me? And he didn't win until he had Pippen and the rest of the like people that fall in place. So
yeah,
like without a good team behind you, you can't really do much. So like football helped me like mentally with that.
And how old are you, bro?
Man, how old I look?
Hey, I'm 26.
I got you by 10, bro.
What?
Yeah, bro. Like I'm 36, bro.
What?
Like G shit. Like I get that a lot. See, y'all gonna edit that out, man. Bleep that out. My entertainment age like 28, 29. You feel me? I'm still getting in the 20s. Like when I ask people, they be like 20s. I'm like, as long as I'm still in the 20s, I'm good.
But that is amazing, bro.
Yeah, man. That's a blessing, bro. Like I try not to stress, man, and like the music keep me young. Like I'm always around young people.
What was not to cut you off?
Yeah.
What was your first track that you produced?
That I produced?
Yes.
Like major or just produced in general?
Nah, that you said, you know what? I made that. This mine. I'm gonna take it to the next level. Why not?
The crazy thing, like when I went to college, when I was working for Miami-Dade as a security guard, my mama had a hookup, so
this how I did anyway.
Yeah, so she had a hookup. She like, look, he gonna give you a job. They gonna pay for school for you.
Right.
You gonna make money while you going to school, so you good. So I like, all right, straight.
Okay.
So as a security guard, like I was going to school for computer engineering.
Right.
And with the key as a security guard, you get to go in every room.
Right.
So I'm locking up one night. I go in a room.
So you doing rhythm?
I'm locking up, right?
This man smart. If you paying attention to this, he's basically telling you, okay, I'm secure and I'm going here, I'm going here, I'm going here. The rhythm of these keys is what gave me
Nah, man.
Y'all don't hear it though.
When I walked in one of the rooms, bro, and one of the rooms had like a bunch of keyboards and computers.
Right.
And I was like, man, what they doing here? Like, it's music keyboards. So I came in the daytime.
Right.
And when I came in the daytime, I saw people in there like making music.
Right.
And I was like, I used to just hang out in there because, man, I ain't want to be really patrolling and stuff.
So that was like a little simple little spot.
A little spot to chill. So
Right.
I'm in there vibing one day. And the lab supervisor was like, yo, you always in here, bro. Like, you want to try to make a beat or something?
Dang. So
And
that's who really put you in the spot.
God rest his dead, man. Miguel Profile. He actually produced a lot. He worked with Missy. He worked with a lot of heavy hitters. He passed away like I think it was last year or 2 years ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
So man, was he one of your motivation?
Bro, he was my mentor.
Mentor.
Like once I got into it, like once he showed me the software, I was in there every day on the clock with my uniform on. Then I switched my major to sound engineering.
Right.
And I learned how to record music, not just make beats.
Right.
Because one of the things
Did you ever want to do music though? Cause like not filming, I'm sorry. But hearing these beats, like you don't never like click in your mind.
Like if you ask like my homeboys, like my best friend Craig, and they used to always not pick on me, but joke, cause I used to walk around with my CD player. Yeah. I see I'm old. I had a CD player. Yeah. You feel me? With a bunch of CDs.
You know what we call it? A Walkman.
A Walkman. I didn't want to say that to sound old, bro, but I used to walk around with my Walkman, right? And my Discman, cause it was a CD. And I always had music playing. Like everywhere I went, I was listening to music.
Don't feel bad. My first CD was Usher 8701.
Nah, man, I couldn't even tell you what
on
my
the
first
CD
was.
player, man.
Like, man, I had so many, and then I had a cousin that worked at Specs.
Yeah.
Back in the day, that's when you used to have to go to the store and buy CDs and stuff. Right. So my cousin used to work at Specs, so every time it was a new release, she used to hook it up. Right. I always had music. Right. So like, I had cases and cases. I had like a No Limit case. Right. And then when I got into Cash Money, I had Cash Money case. So I always like love music, but just as a consumer. Not like as a creator. I never thought about like creating, but I literally like was always listening to music.
But it's basically the same thing. It's just that you're not putting your words onto it. And now that you're more established with it, you understand the music more than just the beat that you're creating for.
Oh yeah, man. Like I got to the point where like when I listened to music, when I really got into production, like I listened to like music in a different level. Like from when I was a consumer, I used to just listen to stuff I like.
Elaborate on what's the difference? Because for the viewer that's
like so a consumer, when you listen to a song, like y'all hear the song and immediately y'all gonna determine if y'all like it or not just based on whatever, if I like his voice or if I like the hook. Right. When I listen to a song, man, I hear the hi-hat in the song. I hear like the bass line. Oh, what progression? Man, that's a crazy progression they use for that. That's a crazy break. Oh, that run that he did, or that cadence that rapper used on that. Man, dang, that's crazy. He got in that pocket. So like, I started listening to like all these different artists and different ways they approach. Like,
so you basically like dissecting the music.
Yeah, like to the point where when I started listening to music, I could tell who produced the track based on the sound of the drums, like the way he bounced the drums. Oh, he had to do that. Or they have signature sounds. You know what I'm saying, that they use, and you like, man, oh, I know for real did that track. This all they sense. I know that. I know Chad played that, cause that's crazy. You feel me? Oh, I know this was fucking Timbaland. Everybody knew Timbaland because of the way his drums are so unorthodox. You were like, man, it had to be a Timbo track. Right. Like, you knew he did it. You feel me? So it got to the point where I was listening to music on not just on the surface, but like and then I started appreciating it. When you start appreciating music like different, like you're not just listening to it because, oh man, I like that song. I listen to it and I say, man, I could tell they took some time on that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Even the dudes that do it quick, you could tell like they put something into it.
If you looking at this right now, man, I see the genuine in bro. Just from right here in the space, I feel it. The energy is there. You chasing something that you want to do, man.
Yeah. It got to the point, man, I don't really feel like I'm really living my dream now. You know what I'm saying? Because every one of my bills, every dime I spend on my kids, everything, it come from music. I don't got no side hustles. Like every hustle I got, it's related to music, be it me recording somebody, mixing tracks, selling a beat, You know what I'm saying? Helping
How can
with
you
writing,
not
all
support that?
Yeah, man. And then like what we try to do here, man, like when you look at like this studio, this home base, this the lab. You feel me? And we
1 second. Cameras. Just suck it in. Take a deep breath.
But yeah, man, so this right here, man, like this home base, and I got a good team around me, like I was saying earlier, man. Dope producers, dope engineers, and like we growing.
Right.
And like the environment we try to create here, man, we try to create an environment like where people feel like free to create. You know what I'm saying? At home, like everybody. If you ask any of my clients, they always say, "Oh, but it's home, this home," and that made me feel good because
that's the type of vibe that you want.
That's what I want. That was my vision for it. You know what I mean? It's still a business, and everybody respect it as a business. But when they get here, they feel comfortable enough that man, I can really be myself creatively, and like I'm gonna really get the real.
I could put out me.
Exactly.
You know, versus having to go somewhere and I don't feel the comfort. Man, we in here filming a show, man. Y'all don't see this? I'm comfortable right now, man. You know, man. So, okay, and what age did you really take the music seriously?
When I got to college, like, I was, like, probably 20, 21. When, and it was, like, really, it was a hobby, and then when I switched my major to it, and I started learning the ins and outs of the business of it and engineering, I was like, man, you know, people really can make this a career if they don't just try. I'm not just looking at the surface like, oh man, I want to be rich. Right. How did they get rich? You feel me? So I got to know the business.
It's something that
I genuinely want to do, but if I want to do it, I got to figure out how can I make that a way to live. You know what I'm saying? Okay. How do they make money from their music? You know what I'm saying? How it's easy to just make the record. Now what you do with the record? How can you turn that into money itself? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you could definitely love it and just do it for the love, but if you love it, it'll end up turning into a financial gain regardless.
Because it's going to flourish.
Yeah, it's going to flourish.
Because it's something that you can't help. It's there. Also, what I wanted to ask you is, are you looking to start a label? Other than... No, I say that because it's like, not like, when you making music, you're in a position to put what you want on that track.
Right.
That's why I asked that, because you my first producer that I'm interviewing. You know, everybody else that I done interviewed is artists. They under somebody. Versus you creating that for them.
Right. I mean, I've gotten asked that. I've gotten people that DM me like, man, you should sign me. And I'm like, bro, I don't got a label. Right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in the future, I don't write nothing off. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm really engulfed in music. I love it. You know, is it something that I'm saying in the near future? I don't know. You know, if the right investor come along, because really when it comes with what comes with labels is capital. Say I got enough where I can really get behind somebody and I can really push a label. You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't want to sign somebody to me right now and I can't do what I know needs to be done financially. You know what I mean? Not the money in their pocket wise, but marketing wise, all the stuff that's needed to really get them to where they need to be. So in order for me to get to that level, I gotta kind of elevate myself.
So what do you see yourself doing next? Like, what's your next big thing that you want to do?
Man, right now, I mean, I'll let you in on something. Like right now, I'm working on my own project, with Mike Smith. You feel me? I'm producing.
Shout out to Mike, man. Shout out to Rondo, man. Todd.
Yeah, man. So
we had them boys on 2 weeks ago, man. Go check it out.
Yeah, man. Y'all make sure y'all stay locked in with my boys, man. But yeah, I'm doing something with Mike. I'm doing a solo project with him where I'm producing everything, and I'm trying to create a certain vibe, and he definitely brings out the vibe I'm trying to bring. So you know what I mean, it's gonna be really me. You know, it's we named it Thinking Out Loud. You know what I'm saying? So it's not gonna be so cookie cutter, but it's gonna be stuff with that bop on there. It's gonna be stuff that you really gonna listen to and be like, man, you could visualize it and you can relate to it. You feel me? Right. But that's just the near future. What I'm doing right now, like my team, I said I got a bunch of producers that I don't say I'm over or nothing like that. We're a team of people, of creators on the lab rats. You feel me? Play on the work.
He's not selfish.
I'm not selfish, man.
We are a team.
Yeah.
See, and that's where a lot of people go off in the wrong place because you want to be in control. Even with me and with the Thewhynotshow, I'm not in control, y'all. I'm not. Yeah. I'm just a face.
Yeah, man. You only as strong as your team, and I know. Like, a lot of what I'm doing, what makes me look a lot more elevated is because of what they do, because of the way we help each other and encourage each other, how we support each other. Like, when Neri Beats is one of the producers on the team.
Shout out to Neri Beats.
Shout out to Neri Beats, dope producer. He just dropped a project like 2 weeks ago with King Hoodie and King DYFL.
Shout out to them boys.
Don't nobody got to call and say, hey man, repost. By the time it's up, everybody on the team reposting. Will Notes is another producer on the team.
Shout out to Will Notes.
He just produced a whole project for this cat, Dexter Harvey. Project is nasty. You feel me? He produced every record. You know what I'm saying? So like the team I got, the team of producers and the team of writers and artists around me, they all able to stand alone.
Right.
Like they could go do stuff without me. I could do stuff without them. But like as a team, like it just.
At the end of the day, it's more like this.
Yeah, man. So
not like this.
The movement, it's a movement rather than just one person walking this way. You see an army of people marching,
right?
You might be like, oh snap. You see one dude coming, you ain't on me.
Nah, I'm straight. Me? What you talking about, cuz? We want the peace. We want. Alright, cuz we gonna holler at you.
Right.
Now, you see that whole marching band now? We want. I might get in there with you now.
Yeah, man. So it's like. Right now, I mean, what I see is, like I said, I want to build on the team. The studio is actually growing. It was something that kind of I envisioned, but I thought that was going to be further down the road. You know, shout out to my business partner, Into Deep Mello. He saw my vision, bro, and he was like, bro, I'm with you. And we did that, and now we just locked in last week. Earlier this week, we locked in on another spot at Fort Lauderdale.
Man, shout out to the deal, man. Broward County, man. You
yeah,
know,
Broward County, we gonna be serving y'all real soon. We gonna be serving y'all real soon, man.
That part, man. Free Yike, man. The flyway, man.
So yeah, we gonna be opening up another lab over there, and I interviewed a couple dope engineers earlier this week, so we're gonna try to start getting that going before the end of the summer.
Listen, Dade County, man, helping everybody. Broward County, step up, man. The flyway, you hear that, man? From Dade County's own, make it bang, man. The flyway. Yes, sir, man. So now, what would you say is your motivation behind making the beats and creating a platform to help others?
I think it's just my motivation, just like how I was raised, bro. Like I can't. I'm from Coconut Grove. First of all, I ain't even say that. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I wear that on my back. Everybody that know me,
right.
You know, when they ask me where I'm from the Grove. Like in Dade County, if you down south, the Grove up north. If you down up north, the Grove down south. We in the middle. So I always say we like the heart of Miami because. Right. You gotta pass through us to get south. You gotta pass through us to get north, and it's like I'm good like in all those areas because where I'm from, you know, the way that we grew up, we was all close knit. You know what I'm saying? We all family, like dang near all of us related in some kind of way.
That's how we is in Broward. Some little spots, you know.
But yeah, man, the way my motivation like that, the way I was brought up, man, it just it's just in me. You know what I mean? So. It keep me going. Of course, my kids. You know, I got 3 boys, so like I got a responsibility to be like I'm the person they look at as okay. This
you being looked at as more than a father. You being looked at as a mentor at this point.
Right.
And then now, not only is this my dad and my dad are doing this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Kids look at that and they adapt to things when they're young. You wonder why this child in the streets doing this or doing that. But think about it. His daddy was doing that. That's why he doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People gravitate to what's around them.
Yeah, and it's crazy you said that his daddy did that because there's a track on my project that Mike did called The Cycle. Like right now is one of my favorite tracks, and it talk about it's literally a story, and you hear the cycle in the story. By the end of the last verse, you be like, man, it's the cycle. You see why it's called The Cycle, and it's like my dad was murdered when I was 9 years old. Yeah, you feel me? And that always stuck with me. I was like, man, when I get to that point, I never want to get to somewhere where I could be taken from my kids. I mean, we could walk outside and catch the Rona and be taken, but like, you know what I'm saying? He was taken from me because of what he was doing. You feel me? So that kind of kept me from that.
You can't feel bad about it, cause like I told Mike, I experienced the same thing. My dad coming back into my life now. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, cause it's like, damn, where you been at this whole time? You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, just be better.
Right. And that's what I like with my kids. Like I try to teach them the stuff that I felt like I would have wanted to learn. Right. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I said, my grandma worked hard. She raised me. But like what's taught to us and where we grow up and the environments we grow up in is go to school, get a good job, and live.
But what they're not teaching us is what we doing right now.
Exactly. How to go out and be your own boss.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah, for real.
Like they're not teaching us this.
Right.
Like you know, like I quit my job in October to be doing what I'm doing right now. So to tell my family I don't want to work no more because I'm tired of listening to what this man telling me to do. And to hear them say, well, I don't know what you gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And God, well, I don't even I don't get into the spiritual thing, but at the same time, God, this is living proof right now. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you're not made to be a puppet. Sometimes you made to stand on your grind to be you. Like right now, man, if you tune in, man, you want to do hair, you want to do clothes, whatever you want to do, chase that shit, man. Chase that shit, man.
I preach that every day. Like if people follow me on the
Motivation
Mondays.
Motivation on Monday, make it bang. If you ain't watching that, man, what you watching, man? The flyway.
Yeah, man. It's just like free game. It's crazy. On my way here, one of the girls that I don't even know this girl.
Yeah.
You feel me? But she had wrote on one of my Motivation Mondays. She was like, man, can you tell us how to start an LLC or start a business? Right. And you know, my recent one on Monday, right. I touched on it and I said it, and then I thought about, I said, let me tag her and make sure she knows that I answered her question. And I tagged her. She wasn't even following me. She followed me. Damn. And she was like, thank you for remembering me. She texted me on my way to the interview right now. She DM'd me. She a screenshot of her receipt of her LLC, and she said thank you. Blessings. You feel me? And it's like I don't really know, even if it's that one person, bro. Like Blessings. That showed me like, okay, that little thing I'm doing, it could help one person. You feel me? And you never know, that girl she could be a millionaire later on, and she look back and be like, hey, man,
Bang helped me.
You helped me.
Bang
get to this
got
point.
me right.
You feel me?
Like this social media stuff, don't care about your views, don't care about your likes. If one person can hear what we saying, that's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
You know, see, some people be so quick to get discouraged. It's a lot of people want to do a lot of things, man. Chase your dreams, man.
Yeah, man.
We standing here right now showing you that's the whole purpose of the why not, is why not go get it.
Yeah, man, because right now,
not to cut you off.
Yeah.
Can I get an instrumental playing?
Oh yeah. You want to hear it?
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Look, man. We one take shouted, man. Let it run, man. Listen, cause I know they feel this. They feel this. They feel this energy.
I got you. Nah, because to be real, Motivation Monday is not scripted. I swear to God, I never try to like stop it and edit it. I do it that way for a reason.
That's what got my attention, fam. Yeah. I'm like, damn, man, this nigga talking some real stuff.
Yeah, man, I never script that, man. I don't even know, half the time I don't know what I'm about to talk about when I hit the record button. I just go ahead and do that.
Yeah. Well, bang. Hey, y'all, this is my first time in front of all this shit. That's how you know I'm not.
I'll pull up. You know what? I'm going to pull up one of my folders. I might play that. They already heard No Feelings. I want them to hear it some more.
Yeah, that no feeling, man. I'm in love with that No Feeling.
Yeah, man. It's crazy how that came about, because Rondo, one of them dudes, he played his part.
And
cycle. Y'all want to hear the cycle?
Nah, we can't.
I'll give y'all exclusive, man.
Mike to get mad at me.
Mike ain't gonna get mad, man. Mike, it's my project. It's my project. Mike might be like, yeah. Give him a little sample. I'll give him a sample. It'll give him something to really like.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, okay, I got something to wait on. You know what I'm saying? I'll put it up off the email.
Shout out to Mike Smith, though. Hey, my brother, a big fan. We got look. I'm like, man, nigga, we were just sitting on Mike Smith.
Yeah, man, Mike, one of them dudes, man, that he genuine as heck. That like his energy like contagious, and like everything, bro, really talk about. He never really. It's not a front. It's not a fake.
Yeah.
You feel me?
He get I met bro 2 times. The first time I went to their studio, and the second time they came down to Broward to 1G studio.
That's what's up.
Yeah, 1G is my cousin. That's
okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
You know, they used to have the group, the Coleons.
Yeah. Nah, man. Everybody, honestly, bro, I be telling a lot of people because it's weird. You get so many mixed conceptions of like Dade and Broward, like when it comes to music scene.
Like Briscoe said, bro, all this shit really together, man.
It is, man, and it's like everybody always trying to put
all this shit is together. Everybody trying, like the other day, I see that they want to put shit in competition. How the hell you gonna put this man in competition with this man, and we from the same hood?
Right.
You feel me?
I get what they trying to do for the culture and all of that stuff.
That's negativity.
But it creates like, you know what I'm saying?
No matter what, that's just like
it's
saying.
It's competition. Everybody go on, you know what I'm saying?
That part. We don't want no competition,
We
man.
don't want no competition. My bad. This dang internet running like the snail around here. Don't make me look bad around here, internet.
Internet, the flyway.
No, I got it. I play the cycle though. But if you, and it's one of them tracks I can't even play just the first verse, cause when you hear it, you gotta hear the whole story. You feel me?
How about I say just put an instrumental?
I ain't want to put the instrumental.
Oh, he want that gas.
You gotta hear my boy preaching. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's coming soon anyway though.
Yeah. Bang ain't even playing with it right now, y'all. For real. Flyway. Dream chasing the dreams, bringing it to life, man. It's time. This my DJ drama. You feel me? This my drama right here, man.
I know it ain't even moved out here though.
Damn. But you do a lot of music, fam.
Oh yeah, bro. I got so the studio with myself as an engineer, I have like 230 clients.
Damn.
I have over 230 clients. When I started out with 3 clients when I got the spot. 3 clients that I knew was gonna come. You feel me?
230 clients. That's
yeah, 230, bro. Man, where is Cycle at? I just sent it off. Alright, they don't want me to play that, so I'll play something else.
Yeah. I told, see? Look at God. Look at God. Look, she's my...
Alright, we'll play something else.
Hey. When that come out, man, we gotta promote that the right way. I ain't ready for that at the time. It'll be the daytime or something, you know.
I should have had it queued up. Oh no, I found it.
Oh,
I had it spelled. I was spelling it with a TH. That's why.
Okay.
Make sure that's the right one. And the speaker's on too.
Make it bang.
I remember OG told me, you know, some kids I raised and other kids I just allowed to grow up. And then they had kids and allowed them to grow up and never showed them or told them that the world is bigger than their neighborhood, you know. And they find themselves looking at their project window, singing the same old song, you know. All I ever seen was rain. All I ever felt was pain. I'm staring at that window and I see the police. On my way to school, I see blood on the streets. Daddy was a gangster, so that's what I wanna be. Cause when you a kid, you just repeat what you see. And all I, mama never been to clubs, but daddy was a thug. Daddy sold drugs. Mama was a church girl, daddy was the plug. Opposites attract, so they both fell in love. She wobbled when she walked, now she's 7 months pregnant. Daddy going crazy, he excited by this baby. Fans came down, now daddy locked up. Now his son is born and I ever seen was rain. All I ever felt was pain. I'm staring at that window and I see the police. On my way to school, I see blood on the streets. Daddy was a gangster, so that's what I wanna be. Cause when you a kid, you just repeat what you see. And all the feds took her lover, victim to the system, she is now a single mother. The feds took the house, the feds took the cars, froze all the accounts, now she forced to get a job. Moved to the hood, said she ain't living, and her the pride to move around these bitches. She trying to survive, busy trying to provide. She don't realize that she ain't spending time with a child, so he turned to the streets, picking up habits from every nigga he meet and everything he see. His dog popping Molly, now he on one. His dog caught a body, now he want one. And his daddy calling home, telling him that he wrong. He like, how the fuck you gon' be his daddy over the phone? And I'm grown, and I don't know who really convinced you. You know anything about the shit that I've been through, nigga. All I ever seen was rain. All I ever felt was pain. I'm staring at that window and I see the police. On my way to school, I see blood on the streets. Daddy was a gangster, so that's what I wanna be. When you a kid, you just repeat what you see. And all I, now he out here thugging, toting mops, sliding on ops like it ain't nothing. Told his mama that he in school knowing he wasn't. Post up selling cocaine, him and his cousin. Told his mama that he got a after school job, but he really hit a trap down the street selling hard. Ran up a budget, dropped 4Gs on the cutlass. Swing the block, but me 2 pop them hoes loving. I ain't cruising late night on the turnpike. Got pulled over, and them crackers throwed on them lights. They pulled them out the whip, and they searched this shit. Popped the trunk, and they found 2 bricks in the stick. And he called his old lady, and she broke down crazy, cause she just found out that she was pregnant with his baby. Took a plea deal, they gave him 13 years. Now he doing his son the same way his daddy did him. Screaming all live. Ever since friends.
See why you gotta listen? You see how you gotta listen to that all the way through?
Hey, man.
I can't play a snippet of that, cause
I just want to say, y'all snap.
yeah,
That way.
appreciate it. Like I want like the project, like it's a lot of that vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like where you really can sit back and like you can visualize what you listening to.
Right.
Cause like I love creating music that you like when you sit back you could visualize it. You know what I mean?
You can see that.
You can feel it. Yeah.
The whole time as I'm listening to that, I seen that play as a movie. Because I'm thinking like, damn, man, Shaquita going through the same thing.
That's what I'm saying. It's
So I'm
gonna
like,
be
you know
people
what I'm
listening to it like, man, that's what I went through, or my cousin went through that, and then they might think about it like, damn, I'm living that cycle. I need to break that.
That
You
part.
feel me?
That part. You got to break that chain.
Yeah.
You got to break that chain.
It's like anything, man. Like when you bring awareness to it, like sometimes people just gotta hear it another way for them to be aware. Like, yo, like if I keep going this route.
And what's the name of this project again? The whole
project, it's called Thinking Out Loud.
Thinking Out Loud.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And what's the inspiration behind that?
Man, to be real, me and Mike got so many records that we never even put out. And originally it just came about because, you know, when he with the label now, so it was a lot of records that on the last project that we liked a lot that didn't go on the project, and we was like, you know what, bro? Let's take these records and let's go ahead and like just do another project that is yours. We go ahead and like just drop it with some of the stuff we ain't use, but we always creating, like, so we always making stuff, and then like one day to be real, to be real, one day like it was 2 days straight, I made like 6 or 7 beats. Dang. That I was just like in a vibe, and I sent all the beats to Mike, and Mike was like, bro, like we ain't gotta use none of the old stuff, like all these new ones, bro. You want some? He like, you want some shit right now, and I'm seeing where you coming from with the tracks, like let's run with it. And it was during the Corona show, so like it kind of like it spiked some, cause I wasn't in here recording. I was able to sit down and really create. Like
so
I
now
usually
look,
do.
when you creating a beat, do you put pain into that, or how do you go about?
I mean,
like when you what be on your mind?
You know what
like
my boys tell me? They say, boy, you weird. It's like, boy, you weird. How you hear all that stuff? Like, I don't even know where it come from, to be real, man. Like, sometimes I might have an idea and I'll be like, I want to make some on this vibe, or I'm feeling like this. Sometimes it just be like, I'll be going through sounds. Like, I just go through banks and I hear a sound and like, oh, what that is. And I just start playing around with the sound, and I hear something, I'm like, that one sound will strike everything else.
That's amazing.
It's hard to explain, bro.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's kind of like with this filming thing. Like they asked me, like, why not? You don't make a script? Nah, man, I could talk 45 minutes straight. Different questions and everything, man.
Yeah, and that's what I tell everybody. Everybody got a certain gift that everybody like, man, how you do that? You feel me?
Now, that first beat that you made, ooh, I'm in the studio, I'm on there, who heard that first beat?
Oh, man. So I started making beats not just because I found that loud, but I had a cousin named Wayne. He go by Colombo, Young Hefe. He done changed his name 50 times. Yeah. But like, in the beginning, he was the only one that would get on my beats. And he was the only one that heard my beats the way I heard him.
Hefe, where he from?
He from the Grove.
Oh, okay. I about to say, I know Hefe from Brown County now.
No. Know what I'm saying? Colombo done changed his name. He changed his name like 3-4 times. But everybody know him really as Colombo. Like, that's what we always called him. Okay. And then he did a little stint where he went by Young Hefe, and we did a project together. He still. He in Philly. He's still working. He moved to Philly like 2-3 years ago.
Okay. But shout out to Philadelphia, man.
Yeah, my boy.
You know they got heavy hitters out there, man. Shout out to Meat Mills. You know they got Kevin Hart over there, man. Ty, Flyway.
Yeah, man. But like the first beat, like he really was the first one. Him and my best friend Craig, like this, like my road dog. Like every time I thought about like probably quitting, like he was like, man, you tripping. Like he was telling me years back to quit my job.
Right.
You feel me? He like, man, you need to quit. You need to just quit, bro. And like, just focus on the music. Focus on the music.
And let me ask you something. When he was telling you that, what was going through your mind?
I wanted to quit. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like, hey, G shit. Like, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I had good jobs.
Right.
Like, I went into certain things. Like, I was in business. I was in corporate sales. I wore suits and ties to work. You feel me? So
he lived the right way. He
yeah.
He was living the opposite way.
I went a completely different route. I had to. So like I had like what they would say. They said, man, I had a 401k. I had a career. Yeah. Like I could have just stayed doing what I was doing, and not even go after the music thing. And everybody was like, man, why you still mess with the music stuff? You made good money. Why you? But it wasn't. I wasn't happy doing that. It was providing, and I did that because I was a father. I'm a husband. You feel me? I'm married. I got a wife.
But you know what? That's good though, because that started something for you. Before I started doing this, I was working at Bahama Breeze. That same 401k that they offer me every week, I still make contributions into it. Versus y'all paying me when I was getting a check and y'all taking it. I'm getting my own money
put more into it.
See, listen, man, you gotta create wealth for yourself, man. Yeah. Listen, sometimes, man, this man is, listen, I see a young billionaire in front of me. You don't see it, man. Listen, clean your glasses off. Squint your eyes a little bit, son. Feel me? The right way, man.
I appreciate that, bro. I mean,
young moguls, man.
Yeah, the
dream will pay for everything for you because the dream is what leads you, man. This started off with an idea. Yeah. One day, I'm gonna go back to in the beginning of the interview. He just told y'all, man, I was a security man. I had keys. One day, I'm going into a room. These people playing keys, man. Do you hear him? That part, man. What else you want to add, Bang?
Nah, man. The goal, like you said, the goal is to create financial stability, man, and financial independence, man. Like, everybody has the ability to do it. Everybody has ideas. You feel me? It ain't got to be music. It ain't got to be entertainment. If you got any kind of idea or a passion for something, you have to find a way to turn your passion into something that you can create as your source of income. If you got a passion for it, believe me, you're not the only one with that same passion for it. So there's people out there that'll appreciate whatever it is you're doing. You just got to find a way to tap into them and find a way where you can provide that service where people exchange, you know what I'm saying, currency for what you're doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like, everybody just has to do, the one thing people don't do is they don't do the extra stuff, which is the research and finding it. And we got one of the things that when we was growing up, we didn't have, Google. Which is the internet and Google. Like, every freaking thing you want to know is at your fingertips, and y'all don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times, I don't know stuff, man. If I can't call somebody to get an answer, sometimes I Google before I call somebody.
Right.
You feel me? And I'll read it myself so I can see it in black and white first, and then I ask somebody and see if it line up with what they say, or if it's different, and I ask them why. Oh, I read this and that.
Another thing is study.
Yeah, man. You gotta study, man. You gotta study your craft.
I study. Each person that's been on the show, I studied them. Bang. Before I reached out to Bang, I watched Bruh for 3 weeks. I watched those Motivation Mondays for 3 weeks. See, in life, God will present what you want. It's just sometimes you got to be patient and watch. You want this. You want to chase it. You want it bad. It ain't come to you because you're not doing what you're supposed to do to get it.
Right.
You understand? Now, in closing, I want to say this. Chase what they say you can't have. I want to see you with it. He might say he wants to see you with it, but may not. Listen, chase it. If it's anything that I can do, hit me up. Why not? Make it bang. Anything you want to say?
Yeah, same way, man. Everybody know me. I'm an open book, bro. Like, everybody that come through the studio, when they got questions, man, I give free game to. I got a lot of young artists that come through that don't know the business part of it, man. And like, they ask questions, and I give it freely, man. Stuff that most people would charge you to sit down and have a consultation about. Man, if I got the answer, or if I know somebody that has the answer, I can point you in that direction. Man, like, I give it. If I answer all my DMs, all that, bro.
Listen, we are busy people.
Yeah.
So don't just think that, okay, well, I'm going to hit him up and he said such and such. We are busy people.
Yeah, don't get offended by that, man. Trust me.
Don't get mad if you don't get a response right
away. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm getting more active on it. I respond to people that I know quicker than I don't know, because sometimes, you know, me, I be thinking like, damn, what's they but they really trying to get at me. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, chase your dreams. Do what they say you can't have. Why not? Listen, make it bang. Listen, plenty more of him.
Oh, yeah, man. I ain't gonna stop working, bro.
Make it bang. I want to thank you so much. And I appreciate you for coming on to the Why Not Show platform.
Nah, I appreciate you reaching out, man. It was like, I keep getting, like, people hit me here and there, and I do the same thing. I research, I looked it up, I was like, okay, you know, bro, legit, and the way you approached it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you a real professional, so I was like, yeah, I'm with it, you know what I mean?
See, because what it is Rondo Smith liked all your shit. Everything you upload, he likes it.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, Rondo like. And then I hear no feelings. Make it bang. Hold on.
Tag, yeah.
Hold on.
Gotta make sure
let me start over again.
That's why
make
I
it bang. Ooh, make it bang. Who this is? Now I'm on Google. Who is Make It Bang? You feel me? I stumbled across Make It Bang right here. You be amazed on what that internet will find for you, man.
For real.
You know? For real. And we here, man. Ty, like, people be thinking like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do. You can, man. All you got to do is just believe in yourself, man. To fly away. Make sure you get management behind you, Cole.
Oh, yeah. Y'all make sure y'all follow my girl, Maya the Manager. You feel me?
Get bro right here.
And next up, bro, Main Man. You feel me?
Check him out.
Check Main Man out, man. I'm gonna make sure I tag my boy. He got some stuff coming too.
Cocaine me out, man. Ty.
Hey, man.
Peanut, why not? Make it bang 305. The flyway, man. Who come and fly in that 305-954 is the takeover, man.